Now let's look at how to improve the efficiency of our coding by reducing repetition through the use of included files. Let's use the Acme Cleaning Services page we made earlier, index.pug in Lesson 3. Make a new folder, named Lesson 06, and copy everything in Lesson 03 to Lesson 06. Open the folder in VS Code. We don't need the file expected output, so delete that. We only want to watch this one file, index.pug, not all the pug files in the directory. So instead of pug-w dot, use pug-w index.pug-o./-P. At the top of the body we have a navigation section for the website, all the way from the logo down to the end of the list items in the navbar. This would typically appear at the top of every page in the website, which at the moment consists of a news page, a page named Our Team, a contact page, and an About Us page. That's a pretty typical set of pages for a company website. In regular HTML, if we wanted to make a change to something in that navbar, say we wanted to rename Contact Us, we would have to make that change in every file. Boring, but okay if there are only 4 files, not so good if there are a lot. That's where Pug can help. We can move the repeated code out to an included file and then reuse it in as many files as we like. In the folder Lesson 06, make a folder named Includes. And inside Includes, create a file named nav.pug. From index.pug, cut out everything from the logo div down to the end of the last li element. And paste all that into nav.pug. Select everything in nav.pug and use Shift-Tab to back indent it so that logo is on the top level, and the img tag is 1 level in. This is important or it won't work. Back in index.pug, where the removed section was, add include, includes /, that's the path to the included file, nav, that's the file name of the included file. We don't need to put in the .pug extension as Pug will automatically look for a Pug file. Save both the files. And index.html should be exactly as it was before, with the logo and the navbar present. Now, any changes we make in nav.pug, we could change contact to contact us, for instance. Any changes in nav.pug will be applied in all the files in which it's included. Let's do the same with the footer. Move it out to an included file. Create a new file in the includes directory and name it footer.pug. Cut out the footer part from index.pug. Paste it into footer.pug. Select it all and again use Shift-Tab to remove the indentation so that footer is at the top level and P has just 1 indentation below that. And then include the footer include file in index.pug. Be careful about the indentation. Make sure that the include line for the footer is 1 level deeper than the body element which it belongs inside, so that it appears in the HTML outside below the main element. That's how include files work in Pug. Now, any changes to the header or footer, which are going to be repeated across many pages in the website, can be made efficiently just once in the included file. Let's see this in action by adding more pages to match the pages in our navbar. A news page, an Our Team page, a Contact Us page, and an About page. We'll just change the content of the H2 element on each page, so we can see which is which. Copy index.pug and paste it back into the same folder, renaming it news.pug. delete the whole of Sections grid, and change the content of the H2 to all our latest news. Copy news.pug and rename the copy our team.pug, and again change the content of the H2. Do the same for the Contact Us and About pages. Watch for changes again. And all the corresponding HTML pages should be created. Now, if we make a change to the navbar or the footer, all the HTML files will be updated. In the next lesson, we'll look at how we can make this more flexible, using extends instead of include.